tuning in to watch this video. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and tap the bell to get notified when new videos drop. If you'd like to better support this DIY channel, don't forget to like this video, drop a comment, and give it a share. And if you'd like to drop a tip so that I can keep creating new videos for you guys, use the thanks button below.
Special message for this interview. If you guys follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you saw that when this interview was filmed on the first night of it was a 2-night show at the Whisky A Go-Go. On the first night, my camera of the last 6 years broke. If you saw on my stories, I moved mountains, rented a new camera to make these interviews happen. And unfortunately, the camera I rented was not as easy to use as the shop told me it would be, and I did not have enough time to learn that camera. So unfortunately, this interview is going to be a bit different than what you guys are used to because the video footage could not unfortunately be saved. I had a dear friend of mine and my video editor both try to fix it with AI software and they were unable to, so I had to make the executive decision that it was not putting my best foot forward to release that video footage. So this will be primarily an audio interview with the video clips in it that looked good enough to include. So thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. This is a DIY channel. We are now entering year 6 of Last Rockers TV, and my God, there have been a lot of road bumps of keeping this channel going. So I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for watching, for liking, for commenting, for sharing, and supporting this DIY channel, my little DIY engine that is Last Rockers TV. I do it because I love it. I love the music. I love supporting the scene, and thank you again for being here. I have now since purchased a new camera for all stuff moving forward. I have filmed a new interview with that camera and it is absolutely gorgeous. So please look forward to that future content, and excuse this road bump here. But these bands are great and I didn't want to not release the footage because they deserve to be heard, and I hope you guys enjoy it still and get turned on to them.
Hi, my name is Erin Micklow and I'm here at the Whisky A Go-Go with Von Boldt. Introduce yourselves.
My name is Z. I play the bass.
My name is Darren. I play the guitar.
Von Boldt. I'm also on guitar.
That's the same.
My name is Kenji and I'm the tap dancer.
Woo! You guys were so great tonight.
Thank you.
It's been a lot of obstacles these 2 nights of these shows. You guys are opening for Doyle. Can you talk about how this happened?
Yeah, Monster Wolf hit me up on Instagram. We're homies, and he was just like, look, I just booked Doyle. He's playing Vegas. He's playing LA twice. You got to get on those. And he didn't get to come to Vegas with us, but we played the Vegas show, and then we came out to do 2 nights with him here. So thanks to Mecha Wolf, Monster Wolf.
Thank you.
Thank you, dude.
So how did you guys meet Mecha Wolf?
Honestly?
Yeah.
I think I was following a hashtag or something, probably horror or Misfits related, and he turned up, and I started talking to him, and he talked back, which was really cool. And we just became online homies. And then we developed a very deep bromance.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I gave him a bracelet. He gave me a necklace.
I know. I saw that last night. I was there when he put it on you.
He bestowed me with it.
He was like,
knighted.
Turn around, and then he puts it on your hairy chest.
I'm telling you, dude.
He got knighted.
The first time we met was at one of his wrestling performances at the Nerd in Las Vegas, and it was just love at first sight, honestly. Yeah. And then honestly, these shows are the first time we've ever seen each other play live, though.
Really?
We just seen each other online. We liked each other. We're gonna do a collaboration soon. I'll give you the scoop. We're gonna do Little Red Riding Hood.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're gonna do like metal, obviously, rock and roll, obviously, but we're gonna do Little Red Riding Hood. Just a couple of
You
wolves.
just learning about this now?
If I
I'm
can,
just learning about this now, dude. What the
if
hell?
we
I
can
found out
swing
the other
it,
day.
if we can swing it, it'll be all the wolves. It'll be the Wolf of Sin City, which is me. It'll be Monster Wolf, and it'll be Alex Story, obviously, the Wolf Man.
Of course. I saw too that you guys played a show last week in Vegas, opening for Doyle too, right?
Yeah.
Because you guys are Vegas locals.
We're Vegas boys, yeah.
Oh God.
Sin City.
You're a Vegas boy.
I know, exactly.
Oh Lord.
Vegas is our town. Vegas is. I'm from Detroit, but
Vegas boy.
no. I've been in it's 13 years. I've been in Vegas. Vegas
there
music
longer.
scene is really weird. It's very strange from the rest of the country because you got a lot of like corporate shit that goes on there, but there's a serious underground scene of really, really good guys that are grinding it out. You know,
Yeah.
that are playing the clubs, and there's only, there's like a handful of clubs. We're gonna shout out to Vamped. It's one of the only venues out there that's got really good PA, good sound, good lighting. But yeah, we're Vegas guys, and so we're 24/7. Come on, like I got in trouble for walking outside with a beer.
You got in trouble for everything.
Oh,
Walking
yeah.
out with a beer. We've all
Yeah.
tried to
Yeah.
drink on the street. You can't do that
Surprised he had to
here.
let up a smoke
You got in
inside the
trouble for
fucking venue and then
smoking.
we get kicked
I
out
got
Can't
immediately.
smoke anywhere.
Smoke anywhere you can't do anything. Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
man.
Speaking of Vegas, though,
Go
shout
ahead.
out to Nocturnal
Go ahead.
Affair.
No,
They're
yeah,
fucking
no, yeah.
awesome. Check out
Yeah,
Nocturnal
Nocturnal
Affair.
Affair, yeah.
You'll do an interview with them too. I promise.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Well, so can we talk about how the band started? Like looking at your Spotify, you just put out releases starting in like what 2022?
Well,
Yeah.
so what happened? What
Yeah.
happened was
What happened?
we used to be a band called the Night Stalker,
Okay.
and that started
7 years ago. at
6,
this
7
point. It was
years
7
ago.
at least.
And I just thought I would put music online, and I had no intention of doing it live. I was just having some fun, and I thought that, online stuff exists. Like people get, they do well online. That'll be fine. And I'm a good friend with Trevor from Haunt.
Yeah.
And the first time I met him, he was like, "You're out of your fucking mind." I can't take him anywhere. Jesus Christ. That's it. Start the interview over. No.
Trevor.
And Trevor from Haunt was like, "You're out of your fucking mind. You have to tour. You have to do the thing." So when we did it, one day he came. We owned a recording studio together.
I still do.
I walked away to be a
You-
full-time
you walked
musician.
the fuck away.
But I told him to walk away for it because it should be. This is
We
what
also
he
have a
should be doing.
bromance.
Yeah.
A lot of bromances in this fucking
There
band.
is.
So Trevor was like, you have to tour, you have to do the thing. So he comes into the studio one day and he's like, let's not be Night Stalker. Let's not be. I was gonna call it Kolchak after the.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we're very influenced by horror movies.
If
and stuff
anybody
like that.
wants to notice the last show, if you filmed it, I was wearing a Kolchak shirt.
Yep,
I
yep,
think,
yep.
On the last one in
Oh, shit,
Vegas.
you
yeah.
were,
So
yeah, it's
we
true.
have some OG shirts going around, but Kolchak was a 1970s made-for-TV movie that became a series. It was like horror, all that sort of stuff. So we're gonna call it Kolchak. We're gonna call it the Night Stalker. The Night Slasher was one of them, and he was like, "Dude, just call it Von Boldt. Just,
James.
like, you're a huge Danzig fan. Just own it,
James.
and just do your name." What's up?
No. Actually, I take it back. I'm not gonna talk about the one that we got. Like,
Put the mic.
The
put the mic-
immediately cancelable fucking name that you came up with.
Oh, Black Violence. Yeah, it was in my head. I was thinking like black metal,
And
I was
we
thinking
were
like
sitting in
evil,
the
like black
kitchen.
magic, and I was like, we need something like violent for the name, and I was like, and I was trying to mix the two together. I was like,
Yeah,
Black
that
Violence.
wouldn't work.
'Cause he was like, he goes,
No.
yeah, this band's canceled before we even wrote a song.
Pussy Riot.
I looked at what?
you know.
No, he said it, and I looked at him. I was like, dude, no.
Yeah, that was.
No, dog. Like,
I was
it doesn't
just
matter there's a black
spitballing.
guy in
I
a
wasn't-
band, whatever.
We didn't go.
No, it doesn't.
So he
Move
came
it
into the
on.
studio. He was like, "You should call it Von Boldt,"
Yeah.
and he had a lot of faith in it, and something about that just made me take it very serious. And then we took the Night Stalker stuff down. I'll be honest, Night Stalker 1 and 3 are still up, and that's technically us. It doesn't sound anything like us now.
Yeah.
But those albums are still up. And the second record was all of our favorites, so we redid it with the new drummer and all of them playing, because the Night Stalker was originally just me playing and Z was producing it. So it's everything now.
This
And
has been
now we
a-
got the whole 9.
This has been a long journey from just Night Stalker to where we're at now, like at least 6 or 7 years.
Yeah, we're almost 10
And
years in.
All those nights we stayed up till like 6 a.m. Fucking worth it.
Yeah.
Absolutely worth it.
So that's the origin. It was originally just a goofy thing I was doing
It
by
was
myself.
a goofy thing he was doing. I moved into the studio. We first met, I don't know how many years ago. I moved into the studio and kicked him out of the
My
control room he
Yeah,
was in.
He rented the room I was.
So I rented
working.
the room. That's how we met. And so we immediately start vibing, and he leaves me the demo for the Night Stalker. I still have the fucking letter you wrote me, by the way. And it was some shit about like welcome to the world. I don't know what the fuck it was, but I listened to the shit, and I listened to it, and immediately I was like, oh, all right, like this is my guy. Like I'm doing music for a long time, and I was like, I finally found somebody like I want to write music with. Which
Which is difficult. The three of us have had a very difficult time finding people we like to write music with.
Yeah.
We've done our own. Like
This
the
is pretty
three of
much it.
us have done our passion projects together, collectively.
Yep.
And everything we do collectively is better than we do individually.
100%.
So
At
yeah,
times.
it's-
At times.
Well,
Said some
so
crazy shit.
can you
that I
guys talk about how the band came together? Like, I saw Lisa had posted something on her Instagram that she like met you guys on Craigslist.
Oh no, that was a different band. That was a different band.
That's a
No,
different
so
band.
Lisa, you
It's
need
funny.
to stop.
Listen,
So,
Lisa.
one of our clients at the studio was her husband. So I was actually friends with the cowbell player, who was
Yeah.
her husband, first. And then he was like, "Oh, you know, my wife sings and stuff." And we're like, "Oh, cool, yeah." And one day I was just like, "Dude, I love this band."
This band is
This
awesome.
band is like, "Shut the fuck up." This band is
getting
awesome.
distracted.
We gotta
Hold up.
check this band out after. But we hit Lisa up, and I was like, "Will you be in the band?" And she was like, "Absolutely." So we call her the lead backup vocalist
Yeah.
because she's the boss. You know what I mean? Like, she's the lead backup vocalist. She's not just a backup vocalist. Like, we may have more in the future, and it needs to be known that she's the lead backup vocalist of all of our vocals.
I would agree with that. She has a very strong stage presence.
Yeah, she saved the show yesterday when all of our shit died. Because I'm stuck at the mic and playing guitar, so sometimes I can't be as animated or I can't be, yelling at people and stuff like that. And she's all over the place yesterday. When all of our stuff broke, she saved the day.
That's awesome.
Yo, wish she was here.
Oh, where's she at right now?
Sean stuck his head
They're
in.
driving back tomorrow.
No,
We're
they're
doing a
not.
fucking
I'm driving back tomorrow, so that's what. Anyways, continue.
So, can you guys talk about some of your musical influences?
Oh shit.
Let's go in a row. Because we're all very different. Z is also a DJ. You want to talk about that?
So I come from like a bass production underground, like drum and bass prodigy. So any of the old heads, not old heads, but like anyone that knew anything is like Noisia, Prodigy, Pendulum. I'm a junglist. And before we go
a
any further,
junglist? What is a junglist?
so like
No one knows but him.
junglist, like you listen to Goldie, fucking James. You're a junglist. You know all the fucking shit. You're more of a junglist than I am.
100%. So the way I met Z was we DJ'd together back in the day. I like jungle records and all that. We've done raves in LA, like under some freeway here somewhere. Like,
No, so here's the
I'll
thing.
find
So
it.
I
Oh,
will
here we
keep
go.
it real with the metal thing. I'm fucking pure metal.
Okay.
I have no apologies.
Remember, guys,
I don't
he's
give a fuck.
pure. He's fucking
So,
pure.
For one, I'm the elder of the group.
Dude,
Fucking
why
say
would
that
you
right
call
now.
yourself
I don't
out
give
like
a
that?
fuck. Well, for one, I'm sitting next to your ass who just turned 32, so there ain't no fucking secret in that shit.
Yeah, Filipino.
No, I mean, I grew up on Slayer, Pantera, Sepultura, Testament, Metallica. Like that's my background, thrash.
Yeah.
So when I heard James's stuff, it was like, it's fucking thrash. Like at its core, it's thrash. Like we do horror metal, but it's thrash. We're doing fucking 32 note chugs and shit. Like that's thrash metal. And when you try to, I've been playing thrash when I was 15 years old, so it's hard to find guys that know that way to play. It's not like fucking playing blues or rock. All that stuff is hard in its own right. But thrash metal is very unique. It's like trying to find a jazz player. You want to find you gotta find a jazz player. You play thrash.
We
you're
had a
thrash
jazz player. We had a jazz player.
We did a jazz player.
Our
drummer.
shout out to Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos Silva.
Carlos, yeah.
Carlos Silva, our original drummer.
Yeah.
We're going through a lot of drummers now. We're doing what is it?
Oh no.
We're doing, what's the movie? It goes to 11.
Yeah.
What the fuck is it?
Spinal Tap.
We're doing Spinal Tap.
Yeah, we're doing Spinal Tap right now.
One day we will do the
But
whiskey
his
with all bass
influences are obvious.
Yeah,
Just
I know.
Danzig,
Music.
Doyle. I mean, all this stuff. It's
Like-
I think the odd ones would be maybe Mike Patton, Oingo Boingo, Tom Waits is probably my favorite artist of all time, if not Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Like if I were to say like if outside of electronic shit, like Lamb of God was my first introduction into real proper metal for me. My mom and my friends.
Your
like,
mom
Lamb of,
introduced you to Lamb of God?
yes, I believe so.
That's
Actually,
fucking awesome. Really?
yeah. Dude, my mom's fucking cool as fuck.
She's cool.
She's also batshit crazy. I love you, mom. You're fucking
That's how you
insane.
get
you guys actually put out a new single this year, your single for the song Dying, and you have a music video that came out with it. Can you talk about what is that song about?
It's a Christmas song.
No, the music video is a Christmas music video.
We always call
the whole thing, like the whole song is actually a Christmas
we
song.
call it a Christmas song. So I wrote it on Christmas. I had gone through a divorce, and I was alone on Christmas. I went to the gym, as you do, And
This is such a sad story.
no, it's not. It's not at all. I wrote a great song. I don't see how that's a sad story. Yeah, it's a story of triumph. So I go to the gym. I have my workout. I go home. I'm having a great time. I'm having some beers, and because when you go to the gym on Christmas Day, nobody's there. Like it's relatively empty. So it's
Yeah, because they're like with their families.
Yeah, fuck their families.
Okay, when you put it like that, it sounds pretty bad.
No. See, my family was the iron. You know what I mean? That's why I was working with that particular year.
Okay.
So, because my family's in Jersey, North Carolina. Don't snicker to my side. So, I come home. I'm having a beer. Honestly, I'm having the greatest day on earth. It's
because you don't have any like family drama.
The gym is open.
That is a big. Oh my
it's
God.
empty. I'm having a great workout. I met with some friends. I went home. I'm writing a song, and I was the whole time I was writing, I was laughing about the fact that I'm just writing this whole song about everybody's gonna die one day, and it seems like when I try to tell the story, like right now, it's like it's coming across like it's very sad, but it was very funny to me at the time. It's like, like everybody's dying.
You called me. So he calls me and you sent me the track.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
We were working on the arrangement and the bridge. And we're doing like we always work shit. But he calls me with the concept for the video, which was like this Christmas
Which it
ugly
happened to me.
sweater Christmas party.
It happened to me. I had gone to an ugly Christmas sweater party like the week before. And at this ugly Christmas sweater party, which I was sitting at with a leather jacket on, I just thought to myself while I was outside that like it would be really funny if we did a music video where the band accidentally gets invited to play an ugly Christmas sweater party, and then everybody dies, and the song's called Dying. And in my head, like, the Grim Reaper even shows up at one point. But, I ain't got a budget for all that, so we cut the Grim Reaper out. But everybody does die in the music video. And
there's a cadaver that's carried out. I think I carry out a severed head.
Yeah.
And Drew Morvick.
I carry out a girl.
Yeah, right there.
Shout out Savannah Lynx. Thanks for doing that.
And Drew Morvick for
Savage
directing
Sav.
it.
And Drew Marvick, yeah. And Mark
Marvick.
Justice. Yeah, for being in it. There was it's one of those situations when we did the music video. It was one of those situations where like the stars just aligned. Like
Yeah.
we got the right team. Everybody worked for free. I bought bagels, but I forgot the cream cheese at Einstein. So that was
We weren't
rough.
happy-
That was
we
a
weren't
rough.
happy about
that-
I had him. I just got fuck that shit.
He
I
just
got
got
out
over
of the
pneumonia.
hospital with pneumonia.
Oh my
literally
God.
the day before.
He was dying.
And literally dying. So like we go to do with the scenes, and so I'm shredding away. And we're like, okay, we gotta stop. So I could only play for like 15
He would
seconds,
wheeze
20
between
seconds.
takes.
I'd be like, I gotta sit down. And I would get back up and be like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
And Drew Marvick, who directed the music video, did Pool Party Massacre. He's like he's great,
Yeah.
great director.
It was a beautifully shot video.
Thank you.
It looked really nice.
It was a fun one. A very fun one.
It was a little. I was like Christmas. Okay.
It's a Christmas song. I wrote it on
The
Christmas.
day before Christmas it came out, I think.
Oh,
Or
yeah?
On Christmas. Was it on?
Yeah, it
Christmas
came
or
out
the
like
day
right.
before?
It came out like right before Christmas.
Yeah, I was gonna say, all right, cool. Jesus Christ, what a fucking day that was. Anyways.
James, you were telling me last night when we were at the Rainbow that you just got off tour. You were touring South America with.
Yeah, I was touring with a band called Velvet Chains, which our drummer tonight, Jason Hope, or Von Hopeless, as we
Von
call him when he's
Hopeless.
in our band. They were kind enough to take me on tour with them. They're a great bunch of dudes. We actually produced a couple of their songs and played some solos on them and stuff like that. So shout out to Velvet Chains. Thanks for taking me on tour. But that wasn't Von Boldt. I was just having fun with my homies in
Yeah.
South America, getting into trouble.
Well, can we talk about what some of you guys do outside of the bands also? Like, obviously,
Music.
you're
I can't talk about any of that. No.
Music.
Oh no. Just Darren, you want to go first?
What our day jobs are? Or like,
I guess.
I mean,
Yeah, like
What
I
are
mean,
you passionate about?
Like from getting to know you guys a little bit better last night, you all kind of have a lot of projects going. Like
We
you guys
do.
were talking about that, like what you make music for slot machines and things.
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Yeah, oh my
James,
God.
Z and I. So we have a. Well, I do now because
Yeah,
James
I
left the
quit.
company. We own a recording studio and production company in Las Vegas called Monster Sound and Picture.
Yeah.
Monster. And we specialize in doing custom music for everything from car commercials to slot machines, film, television,
Whole
video
nine.
games, film trailers, that type of stuff. So that's our day job is we write corporate. We write what we're told to write.
Yeah.
So when we get to do stuff like this, where it's like you don't gotta give a shit what anybody thinks about it. So when you write music for a brief or for an agency, or when someone says we need something to sound like this, it's very subjective. So you could call me up and say, hey, I want something that sounds poppy and like 120 beats per minute. That kind of sounds a little bit like Bruno Mars and this was Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Like at the end of the day, like music it's not supposed to be subjective. It's just creative. So what we do together collectively, like we don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about what it comes out of the speakers. Like it's what we love to do. For me personally, like it's my release from writing music that is so underneath the microscope for all of us.
Yeah, and I'll say though too that like sometimes, especially with like the slot machine music, maybe we got to do a polka for a machine, or maybe we have to do like a cowboy western one, like the one.
Yeah,
we
we
did.
did.
It makes us better musicians. Like,
And it really does.
it pushes when you have to write shit you weren't gonna write.
Yeah.
Because it pays the bills. At least you're still doing music for a living. So any day you wake up and get to play music for a living, that's a great day.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank
And
you
it
for
makes
rolling
it-
me back on
Yeah,
that. I
yeah.
shouldn't be that upset about it. Like I get to make
Oh
a living
my God.
writing music, so
Yeah.
I'm very, very happy about that.
Yeah,
We
I used to be
did-
our PR guy too.
James just killed it. We did a
Oh, we
Frankenstein
had,
and Dracula game for a very big gaming company.
And it's actually licensed. It's a legit
Yeah, no, like-
Universal Monsters, Frankenstein, Dracula.
How long
slot
we were
machine
working on
movies.
that shit? Like you asked me to help you out with that
months.
for.
Months, yeah, months.
It was like 2 or 3 months until like it came together.
Yeah.
It's cool because like you write music and it takes even fucking longer than 2 or 3 months. But like nowadays, not so much. Like okay, Night Soccer 2. That was 2 fucking years.
And we just did
2 years.
so day jobs, right? Like you just did the other game, the competitive, whatever the hell that
Competition Interactive.
competition.
Yeah, we did it's a
bunch of
slot machine that's going to be basically like a Mario Kart style game.
Yeah.
So you do a slot machine when you get the bonus round. Instead of playing the, pick this or whatever on a slot machine, you actually get to steer a go-kart. And there's all these different characters and, everything from country music to hip hop to, and that was Z and I. We just knocked out 10 and a half songs in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Just to put it in the game and see how they sit.
so that pays the rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still music.
but you're
It's
still making music.
Yeah, it's still music.
So I
good
do
at
want to
it.
talk about. Want to bring this gentleman into the conversation that's just sitting there so quietly.
Yo, give him the mic.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
Well, so your song, you cover the Elvis song "Hound Dog." Love your cover of that, and then you, sir, you come out and you tap dance to that.
I sure do. I just
And he's on the
started-
record.
Just started about 2 days ago when James asked me to fake it, and it somehow just worked with the record.
Nah, tell him
and
who
here we
you
are.
really are. Tell him who you really are.
Well, I'm actually been a tap dancer for a long time, and I tour all over the world with Riverdance. It's been really, really blessed. But
yeah.
just to kind of expand myself artistically, when he hit me up to do Hound Dog, I was just like, well, there's a rich history with tap dancing with punk, obviously, and I think everyone
There
will
is now.
get reminded of home when they hear me. So, so when we went on this endeavor, we ended up working out so well that we wanted to try it live, and so we've been having a lot of trial and error. And I think tonight was the first time it really felt about right. So
Yeah. Well, so let's close out with what do you guys have coming up for the band? Thank you.
We got an album coming out called "Hallowed Be My Name."
Okay.
It's been coming out for a long time, but it's
getting there.
really, really fucking coming out now. It's gonna come out so hard, it's gonna blow your fucking mind. It's so we got "Hallowed Be My Name" coming out. We're gonna do an acoustic record, but it's not gonna be called some like Von Boldt Unplugged or some bullshit, because we've got like "Dying," for example, which is like a thrash song. I did like a blues version. I do with
It's a
Lisa.
Christmas song.
We did over at the Viper Room. It's a Christmas song. It is still gonna be. I think you know what? You've inspired me. When you hear the acoustic record and you listen to "Dying," which will be a blues song on acoustic guitar, you will hear sleigh bells, and that will be because of you.
Woo!
Yeah, we got an acoustic record coming out, and then we've got 2 new singles, which very easily, I've got like 10 other songs.
It's
We
gonna be
might have an
out.
album,
Yeah,
we
it's
might have a
gonna-
bunch of EPs coming out. I haven't decided yet, but a bunch of bullshit is going to come out this year.
So just
Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, right?
Oh, yeah. Don't get me canceled, dude. I'm trying so hard.
at the end of the
I am
day,
trying
this
so hard not to
like
get
I will say, James is Von Boldt is an amazing songwriter. I've seen this shit for a long time. He's my fucking competition.
Yeah, we do it. We all compete.
We don't like each other.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't like each other in music writing space. We're good friends, but
Makes
we
us better.
fucking hate this shit. But anyways, love you, bro, and I hate you too.
Yeah, see, more bromance. We're giving the wrong impression here. We got a lot
hate
of,
all
we got
these
a lot of groupies
motherfuckers.
too. You know what I mean? It's not just bromance. You know, so we should have some girls.
So aside from the album, anything else coming up for the band?
We'll be doing more shows. We're looking to do a tour. I haven't booked it yet. Right now, I wanted to get through these Doyle shows, and I'm hyper focused on getting all this music out. We got a bunch of new music. The music comes first, so I'm gonna take care of the music. Then we were talking last night at the Rainbow about stats and getting Spotify numbers up and Instagram and all the bullshit. So I got to deal with that. Once the music is taken care of, the stats can get taken care of, and the tours can happen, and the rest, we can play some more shows together.
For sure. Well, I think I'm going to close with that and say thank you guys so much for taking
you.
the time tonight.
Thank you.
Can I get a Hoya? One to Hoya.
So we're Von Boldt.
And you're watching Last Rockers TV!
We did not rehearse that.